Good evening, everyone. We're going to call to order the Revere Board of Education work session for today, November 11th, 2025. Mr. Verdine, please call the roll.
Mrs. Brackett.
Here.
Mr. Hyde. Here. Mr. Malik.
Here.
Mrs. Rady.
Here.
Mrs. Stein.
Here.
All right. Before we start with presentations, a week ago we had an election. I just want to congratulate Ms. Burke and Mr. Bowler on their wins. I'll have more to say at my last meeting, which will be in December. Also, today it was a very special day. Today is Veterans Day. So I want to, first of all, thank our Revere High School. They did an awesome job this morning. I was there with my dad, who is a veteran, and my mom, and a lot of other veterans. Miss Judy, I think that's how you pronounce her last name.
Mrs. Juby.
Juby. Colonel Juby was there, gave an excellent presentation. Our choir, our band, our orchestra, a cappella, they did an awesome job. First graders that came from Richfield, thank you for bringing them over. So it was a great ceremony, and I know our veterans truly appreciated it. So thank you to all our veterans for their service, both in our district and countrywide.
Yes. Could I also give a shout out to the students too? I thought the student body was remarkably well behaved, and it was wonderful to be in a gymnasium with a bunch of high school kids, and it was as quiet as could be, and they were very attentive, and I thought it was wonderful.
Mr. Conley, you're here for Mr. White, who is out for personal reasons.
I am glad to be here. Starting with our presentations, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Mr. Kirk Pavlich, our principal at Richfield Elementary School, so he can do some introductions and go ahead with the presentation.
Awesome. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Board of Education, for the opportunity to come and invite two of our teachers here tonight, Tanya Holzberger and one of our intervention specialists, and Natalie Montgomery, one of our classroom aides. They recently submitted a grant proposal requesting funding for flexible seating in the resource room, and Dan had reached out to me when he signed off on that proposal of support of it. He asked if we could come out and talk a little bit about flexible seating and what they're doing. So I don't want to steal too much of their thunder, but just real quickly, what they are here for. Their goal is to create a learning environment that supports student engagement, comfort, independence by offering a variety of seating options. They aim to better accommodate different learning styles, and they were so nice to put together a short little slideshow that they could show the board of some of the things they have in mind. So at this time, I'd like to turn it over to Tanya and Natalie for a quick presentation about flexible seating.
Perfect, thank you. Yep, so like you said, we're here for flexible seating. I'm Tanya Holzberger.
And I'm Natalie Montgomery, kindergarten intervention aide.
And we wrote a grant through the GPD Employees Foundation. The GPD Employees Foundation awards grants to K-12 public schools and nonprofit organizations for children who are at risk and live with special medical and needs. We have written one in the past, and we were able to purchase a large bubble tube for our classroom. So this is the second grant we are writing through the GPD Foundation.
So we wrote the grant for $1,000 to purchase the 10 ball chairs.
And we are going to place the ball chairs in the kindergarten resource classroom.
We currently support approximately 5 to 10 students with a variety of special needs.
And we currently have 5 students in the resource room at this time.
Research from the National Education Association shows that flexible seating supports students with ADHD, autism, and learning disabilities by allowing movement and choices.
Mm-hmm. And we can be Revere ready. The students are practicing being responsible. We're going to learn that the chair is a learning tool, not a toy. Respectful, keeping their own personal space, and problem solver, working on their self-regulation and body awareness.
Thank you for
your time. Any questions?
Any questions?
I like those presentations. They're really good. It was. That's great.
Chairs are comfortable.
Yes.
where, when, and why.
Yes,
I
that's
love the photos
perfect.
though, the
That
photos
was
were great.
perfect.
I love to be able to see them using it.
Oh, good.
So you wrote a grant, you received it.
We have not
No,
received
Okay,
it.
you don't know yet,
Yeah.
you're waiting.
We don't know,
Okay.
but we are hoping
Yeah.
that we get the grant.
So the bounce chairs in the picture are just ones you already have?
These are what we already currently have.
Those ones, okay, yeah,
Currently in the photos, yeah.
okay.
Are those like wobble
That's just
chairs?
the-
and-
I'm just looking at that one, yeah.
And it rolls away often, so
Oh.
that's why we're asking for the chairs.
I get that.
And then the stools, the kids are constantly falling out
Yeah.
of them, and the tops are constantly falling off.
They're,
So
they're wobble
Yeah, wobble,
reason
yeah.
and
Fidgety.
it just, yeah.
wobble off of them.
So we put a carpet this year underneath there,
Mhm.
hoping that this would help them, and they still fall off, but
Do you know
Well-
when you'll hear from the grant or hear about it?
The grant ends mid-January, I believe, so there should be.
Okay.
next year.
Well, hopefully you're successful, yeah.
Thank you, sir. Have you used them before? Have you seen them before, or no, like in person, or how'd you?
The ball chair.
Uh-huh.
I currently use one at my chiropractor
Oh.
and love it. Yeah,
So yes, okay.
First-hand knowledge, that's great.
it's great. Yeah, and it helps your core and
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
there's a
really
lot
does.
of research too on core and handwriting skills, and we're finding this year a lot of our kiddos just don't have that strength, you know, core strength.
Right.
So
Well, good.
we're hoping so.
Awesome.
Fingers crossed, yeah.
Thank you for the
Thank you.
presentation.
Great job.
Thank you.
Great job. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we don't have anything on the Board of the Education agenda. Mr. Burdine?
Nothing, thank you.
All right. Mr. Conley for Mr. White.
Yep, at this time, we'll have to take action on 1A and 1B. Before we get started on that, though, I'd just like to say what you're approving is 2 new hires at Bath, 2 part-time 3-hour educational aides that were needed. We couldn't find the full-time person, so Nikki got creative and we hired 2 3-hour people to fill that need. So on her behalf, I'd like to say all these hires, the 2 new hires and the 9 classified sub-hires that you're gonna approve, hopefully approve, came from the job fair that she held on October 21st. So she's done a great job of recruiting and getting people in here and selling Revere to our community members. And by approving these subs, that just proves that, you know, she did a great job of reaching out and making sure we're filling our needs where needed, you know, where they're needed throughout the district, whether it's educational aides, cafeteria aides, what else, bus driver aides, you know, so all these people can fill those roles for us.
Great.
Thank you, Mr.
So
Kimball.
we'd like to make a motion to approve 1A and 1B.
All right, so I'll make a motion for 1A and 1B.
Second.
Mr. Malik, are there any other questions? All right, Mr. Burdine?
Mr. Malley,
Yes.
Mrs. Stein,
Yes.
Mrs. Brackett.
Yes.
Mr. Hyden.
Yes.
Mrs. Rainey.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Thank you. Let's review the next week's agenda. You want to go ahead and start that? Excited?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Same as always, we'll start off with the pledge of allegiance from the students from Richfield Elementary. There's a placeholder there for the student recognitions that we always do. That'll be completed by Friday. Brenda just put that in there. She doesn't have all the names of the principals and their students yet from the principals. There will be 2 presentations at the next board meeting. One from Data with Dan's, Dan Overhauser and Dan Fry. We'll be talking about doing some data analysis and data-driven decision-making. I'm also addressing common assessments. And then there'll also be new courses presented from Mr. Ferris and Dan Oberhauser and Mrs. Roach for, you know, curricular adoptions of new courses that are going to be presented to us. Any questions about those? I think those are later on in the agenda too. You'll see what those courses are.
We'll have public speaks to agenda items. Currently no Board of Education agenda items. Ms. Burke?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Burdine?
I have the usual 4, my first 4, and then the 5th item, which is twice a year, the 5-year forecast for fall 2025. I've distributed that to finance committee members, treasurer's finance committee members for their review. I'm going to meet with that group Thursday. And then I've sent it out to board members and our two board members elect as well. So we'll just give a brief summary of that particular meeting. But I will have covered it thoroughly before that. So.
All right, Mr. Conley, do you want to go over Mr. White's?
Yeah, you'll be approving 2 leave of absences of 2 teachers, one at the high school, Nicholas Cosman, and one for Kelsey Johnson at the middle school. That's 1A. B, there's a correction. Mr. Verdi is not the STEM teacher, so he was put through as the STEM advisor. When he got the contract.
Is he pretty shocked about that?
Yeah, when he got the contract, he's kind of like, what is this? He goes, yeah, am I supposed to be doing something with STEM? He goes, I'm a social studies teacher. I have no idea what STEM is. So, yeah, so that's got to get changed. There's none as of today, but Brendan said that she just put a placeholder there just in case there be any new hires that, need to be hired before the agenda goes out on Friday.
There is a possibility of another I'm meeting with another candidate on Friday. So that might be the only one that's
Perfect.
added. He has a bus driver CDL, so those are hard to come by. So he's coming in Friday. So if I could get him background checked on Friday, I may ask that we add him on, just so we can use him more quickly.
That's great.
And then continuing on, there are just some job changes. Diana Pilata is going from a midday CDC shuttle driver to a preschool driver. Teresa Lennick is part-time food services. She's taking over at Bath Elementary as the head cook. And then she'll be obviously recommended for the board to be the head cook at Bath Elementary. We have a reclassification of Gerald Rich. He's an intensive needs aide. Started the year off in intensive needs, but was not being paid as such. So that's going to be adjusted. And then Mark Warner will be coming on as a substitute on D. He'll be a substitute custodian who we're all familiar with, filling in some needs at the middle school due to the next letter of, or filling in for Jeff Schuline, who's on FMLA at the middle school due to his injuries. Continuing on, we have a couple supplementals. Mrs. Yin Wong is going to take over the Science Olympiad stipend at the middle school. That's well overdue. I was middle school principal there for a while, and we had a Science Olympiad for 2 of my 9 years there. So we finally have somebody who stepped up and wanted to take over the Science Olympiad, which is awesome. Okay. And then we're going to approve Min Lee as a volunteer chess coach. His wife is the head chess coach, I believe. And the reason they're so interested in chess as a mom and dad duo is their 2nd grade child is nationally ranked chess player.
Heard that.
So,
It's unbelievable.
So it's kind of exciting because I think we might have chess coaches locked up for a long time. In 2nd grade.
Love it.
So that's a good thing for us. So
That's Bobby Fischer.
Right?
Yeah.
what's that?
Said the next Bobby.
Bobby Fischer. Yes, you're right. And then we just talked about Mark Warner coming in as a sub, and Jeff Schuline will need to be approved for unpaid leave due to his injuries that he sustained in a car accident. Going down to, there's nothing for student services at this time. Number 4, other business. The annual nutritional compliance and wellness policy for the 25-26 school year is just, it's kind of an annual requirement, just to tie up to make sure we're checking the boxes, make sure we get our funding. It's a compliance piece. Mr. White has reached out to Mr. Knapp regarding an explanation of regarding what that is and what that entails, that they'll be sharing with you later.
I'll step in here on regarding policies. It's my understanding from Mr. White, he received several new policies from our attorney. However, the only one I know for sure that we will be talking about next week is career technical education credit transfer courses, which is 7.36, and I think there might be one other one, but it's unlikely that we will be discussing those prior to January. So just wanted to bring that up, that this will be revised by Friday. as far as the revised policies, second and final read, 9.23 school volunteers and 3.02 criminal records check. This is the second and final read for those. I'll let you take it over then. Number D.
And then we have our, piggybacking off of our presentation at the last board meeting with Amy Harper and Marcia Roach. The board will be asked to look at the district's gifted and accelerated handbook plan. And I believe that'll be the first reading of that handbook, right? Oh, yeah, there you go. First reading, no action, it'll just be the first reading of that handbook. There will be first readings regarding AP Seminar, AP Research, and Zoology. Those are the three classes that you'll hear a presentation about at the board meeting from Mr. Ferris. And then the new class that they're looking at the middle school is Careers Connection, which Dr. O will do a presentation on that as well.
Great.
And then our next board meetings will be December 2nd, and the work session will be December 2nd, and the regular board meeting will be December 9th, moved up due to the holiday season.
And we won't have any, at least as of right now, need for executive session at our next meeting. And I guess we can move on to Roman numeral 7. Is there anything else regarding the agenda on Roman numeral 7?
I don't believe so.
Okay. And I do not believe we have a need for executive session tonight, even though it's on our agenda. Is there anything else for the greater good from the board members? No? All right. May I have a motion and a second to adjourn?
Motion. Second.
Thank you. Mr. Burdine?
Mrs. Stein?
Yes.
Mrs. Brackett?
Yes.
Mr. Hyden?
Yep.
Mr. Mallett?
Yes.
Mrs. Rainey?
Yes.
All right. We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.